You know what, man? I feel pretty good as a teacher right now. You know, the test scores of the students were great. And, you know, I really feel like they're learning something. What about you?
I'm about to be late.
Oh, how you doing, Xavier?
Man, them kids, man.
Ridiculous, huh?
Pick them up from school and stuff.
Hey, I mean, at least you beat Dakota here. I mean, it's in Austin. I get them mixed up either way. What's something to say to me?
You don't never do nothing, man.
That's why I don't ever do nothing ever. Like,
Always,
we got
man.
evaluation coming up. I know my kids did all right. But
Well,
he's always late. He don't never do nothing with his kids in class. He's always slacking off. He don't never want to be here. Like,
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Dr. Burke gonna get on you.
hey,
Get where your button up.
Oh, my button up. Well, I'm a gym teacher, and, you know.
You don't care nothing about that.
he don't ever listen to us anyway. Like, I have all these ideas, and he don't never be trying to listen to
That's
us.
what I'm saying. He talking about, you know, the way I talk, the way I do this, the way we do that. Always coming down on us. But last time I checked, I heard, what's his name? His test score lower than us.
Austin?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't surprise me. You don't do nothing anyway.
It's
So, I
like,
mean,
you know,
like,
kids be playing, come past the classroom, don't be doing nothing. They put a movie in every week.
he lets them off every time.
That's what
It's
I'm saying.
ridiculous. Hold on, I think you're coming.
Hello.
The central idea of the muted group theory is that marginalized groups have been muted or silenced historically.
Good morning, Dr. Burke.
Hey, Mr. Burke.
Mr. Burke.
So, okay, you look a little bit frantic. What's wrong, Xavier? Were you a bit late?
Oh, frantic.
Yeah, I saw you walking into the building as I was just right behind you. You know I don't allow tardiness, correct?
See what had happened, sir, my children. I had to go pick them up from the game.
I'm sorry, that's
Take
just
them
not a
back.
good
Because this
excuse.
was a last minute meeting, so I didn't really know what was gonna happen.
Hello, Austin. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty good, you?
Oh, pretty good. How was your children doing?
Oh, they're doing well. I started kind of late, you know, son had soccer practice. I'm sorry for not being dressed as properly as everyone else, but I kind of missed the turn to dry cleaning.
Hey,
I thought.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's whatever.
You're doing great. I mean, okay, so today we're here to talk about teacher evaluation. So let's talk about how each of our students are doing today. And can you please get your leg off the table?
I recently had a knee injury, and it's kind of
Yeah, but that's still not respectful manners.
You know he just got in that accident.
But it's not a professional setting. This is a professional work environment. We need to stay professional as much as possible, please.
Okay, that's okay, but are you going to say something to Austin, too?
Well, Austin's having troubles at home right now, and he's got different reasons, and it just takes more importance. I'm sorry.
All right.
Privilege exists when one group has something of value that is denied to the others simply because the groups they belong to, rather than anything they have failed to do.
Being muted means that your experiences and opinions are overlooked or ridiculed. You must change your language for speaking in public, and experience of being muted is related to systems of privilege.
Okay, so let's start talking with how our students are doing. So what's the average test scores in your classrooms? Let's start with Austin. How are you doing?
Well, you know, I am a pretty good teacher, I feel like I've been teaching well. But my students, I just don't feel like they're comprehending everything. So my test scores, they're not as high as what they usually are, but I mean, they're rocking about 70s, 80s, so around that area.
Okay. I mean, at least you're trying, right?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, and how about you?
My kids have all, excelled in the academic, world. We're averaging about 95 on our tests.
Yes.
We got them studying for the ACT. They're all looking at to be in college.
Well, looking past recent reports that I've been looking at, they're not going to their full potential from what I'm noticing, and I think you could put a little bit more effort into the classroom to get them to go that extra mile. Anyways.
With all due respect, Dr. Burke, last year the test scores were down.
But you could push it even
tremendously.
farther. And that's what I expect out of all my teachers, is to push the limits and push the boundaries. And like we understand, honestly, he's having such a tough time right now, and he's trying his hardest. Why can't you all do it? Members of muted groups are people who cannot say what they want to say when they want to say it. Mutedness is caused by a group's lack of privilege or power. Muted groups are often overlooked, muffled, and rendered invisible.
Gatekeeping consists of the control over who gets to say what and when they get to say it.
So, what's going on? How is gym going?
Gym is going pretty well. I feel like my students are learning a lot, and I feel good as a teacher. And,
Okay, that's great. So now let's just start talking about what can we do to improve student performance. So any ideas?
I got an idea.
Okay.
How about we do after-school study sessions?
No, that's
Exactly.
not good.
After,
Okay. Any other ideas?
I was kind of thinking of the same thing, after school study sessions.
No, that's not any good. Any ideas?
Well, I did see that it was, more after school, more hands-on involvement.
No, I don't think
With
that's
the
actually
stu-
going to work
with the
out
stu-
though. So, Austin, do you have any ideas?
Yeah, I know when I was in kind of high school, these kids' age, if I was kind of struggling, we'd kind of stay after school a little bit, maybe do some study sessions or have after-school programs, what we'd call it, and we would just kind of just study a little bit longer and kind of get a little bit more in-depth information about the material. we're
Round of
going over.
applause for Austin, because that's a genius idea. Good job. That's exactly what we need from our teachers. New ways to innovate, new ways to push our students, and we should do that. After school activities.
Alright, the paths of least resistance. There's usually limitless behaviors possible in any situation. Many of those behaviors will produce resistance. We tend to behave in ways that would produce the least resistance.
So, what else can we do to exactly push the boundaries? Any other ideas that we might be able to do?
Well, I mean, like, our students really don't have the resources, to, study and things like that. They don't have backpacks.
Resources isn't too much of an issue. Any other ideas?
Do you want to just come in the class session just to see the results?
Well, I've been walking to Austin's class session, and he's been showing exceptional work right now. So,
But Dr. Burke, my classroom is right across from his. It sometimes is very disruptive when he's playing movies all during the week.
but the kids are
And the
entertained. It's
chil-
about the
and the children
kids'
are li-
entertainment.
But I thought we were about the test scores and them achieving.
We are, but remember, gotta keep the kids entertained to get them inside the involvement of everything. We need them to be involved into the teacher's classroom setting, the educational settings, and that's what Austin's doing. He's showing movies. Sure, they may be a little bit relaxed, but hey, the kids love it, and he's trying to comprehend with them. He's trying to get this boost in education. And Austin's a role model which we should all follow.